TIFU, helping an employee get to rehab and afraid I might lose my job. Using a throwaway. This happened today. Not necessarily looking for anybody to reassure me what's gonna happen or help me figure out what's gonna happen. Not looking for somebody to tell me that I did the right thing. I know I did the right thing. I just needed a place to vent. Please excuse formatting. I am on mobile. I have an employee that we thought might have a drinking problem. He was suspended pending an investigation. Today he came into my office, and he was visibly intoxicated. I sat him down to have a conversation with him about this. During that conversation, he told me that he needed help. He wanted to get help. I said to him at that time, if you want help, you have two choices right now. You can go home and wait to hear what the company says and try to get help on your own, or you can get in my car right now and I can take you to rehab. He told me he wanted to go to rehab right now, so we got in my car and I took him to rehab. During the drive he explained to me that he was feeling depressed. I got him to rehab, he went in, and now that's where he is. Someone at work informed my boss what was happening. I was asked to document what happened and sent to HR, which I have done. Now our wants to have a call tomorrow. TLD, or help somebody into rehab. Afraid I might lose my job, having a call with HR. Good on you. If the hour is anything but sketchy AF, your call tomorrow should just be about going over your report, confirming details, and asking you if you have anything else to add. Just an info gathering, paper trail creating session to minimize company liability exposure. If they come at you like you did something wrong, then they are probably aware of possible liability and are likely trying to pawn that liability off onto you. He was suspended pending an investigation. Today he came into my office, and he was visibly intoxicated. My guess is that op is not in trouble. It sounds like this guy was already in trouble with HR for the same thing. And HR wants to document this incident of the employee being intoxicated on company property. Are you in a one or two party consent state? If one party, record the entire conversation, regardless of any fallout and whether the person turns their life around. You did a good thing, emo. Someone reached out for help that you seemingly don't have a strong personal connection, and you acted. Not many people can honestly say they would ever do that, let alone follow up on it. Best I can say is to be as honest as possible about what happened. Stick to the facts. The good part is that you handled the problem with as little drama as possible. HR is not your friend. It's a cliché, but on the other hand, you helped a colleague that hour had clearly done nothing for, who clearly needed the help that you gave. If your call tomorrow is anything other than HR thanking you for helping, that's worrying. I know, but my understanding is that alcohol abuse disorder is considered a disability under the ADA. As long as you're diagnosed and in treatment, doing things like encouraging, facilitating rehab is considered an accommodation. I don't think you being the person to help with that is a protected activity. And I don't think your employee showing up drunk while on suspension is either, assuming your company is large enough to have written policy on such things. Employee is probably Saul, but I'd imagine you'd get a slap from hour at worst, and they probably just want documentation to fire the guy. This is now an ADA issue. HR needs to document because it's become a legal issue, and if he's asked for help, even if it wasn't the right channels, then it's become bigger than just a suspension. I think you're likely safe unless your HR can't find their ass with both hands. If they try to come down on you, I get a lawyer. You did the right thing. I can't imagine you getting fired for this. You couldn't really send him on his way. You'd be encouraging drunk driving. Don't say he was drinking. Just say he was distressed and didn't seem to be behaving normally. You might save his job when he gets out.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.